At Mhlabeni High School, Zanele Dlamini walked like she belonged to a different world. Her shoes shone, her phone rang with foreign tunes, and her uniform always looked new. Students whispered her name like it meant wealth itself. Yet as she took her seat by the window, Zanele felt the familiar emptiness settle in her chest. Wealth made people stare, but never stay. Sipho Nkosi arrived early every morning from the township of Ekathuleni. His shoes were worn, his books shared with his younger sister, and his silence often mistaken for weakness. He watched Zanele from a distance, not with envy but curiosity. He wondered what it felt like to have everything and still look so alone. When Mr. Cumulo announced a mandatory life skills project, groans filled the class. Partners would be assigned randomly. When Zanele heard her name paired with Sipho's, her smile froze. Sipho simply nodded, used to being overlooked, and now suddenly noticed. Their first meeting was awkward. Zanele spoke politely, carefully. Sipho listened more than he talked. As they discussed their project, what defined success, both realized how different their answers sounded. Sipho invited Zanele to the library after school. She hesitated, unused to walking anywhere. On the taxi ride home, Zanele saw streets she'd never known. For the first time, her perfect world cracked. Sipho's home was small but warm. His mother greeted Zanele with kindness, not curiosity. Zanele felt something unfamiliar, welcome. No one asked about her phone, no one admired her shoes. Working on the project, Sipho asked Zanele why she never talked about her family. She laughed it off, but later that night, alone in her large house, she cried without knowing why. Zanele's father sent money but never messages. Her mother lived abroad. For the first time, Zanele admitted to herself that riches couldn't answer loneliness. Sipho shared his dreams, university, helping his family, escaping poverty. Zanele listened, realizing no one had ever shared dreams with her, only expectations. Classmates noticed their closeness, whispers followed. "Why is she hanging with him?" they asked. Zanele pretended not to care, but she did. Zanele overheard someone say Sipho was using her. Fear made her pull away. Sipho didn't argue, he simply stepped back. Without Sipho, Zanele felt smaller than ever. Her house felt louder, emptier, colder. Sipho finally asked why she changed. Zanele confessed her fear of being wanted only for her wealth. Sipho told her, "I see you, not your things." The words settled deeper than any compliment she'd known. They restarted their project with honesty. For the first time, Zanele worked without pretending. Their presentation focused on fulfillment, not money. The class listened, really listened. Their project won praise. Mr. Cumulo smiled proudly. Zanele felt proud for the first time, without showing off. Sipho made it clear he wouldn't accept gifts. Zanele respected him more for it. Zanele admitted she felt invisible at home. Sipho listened the way no one ever had. They laughed over street food and shared jokes. Zanele learned happiness didn't need luxury. Zanele's father disapproved of Sipho. Money couldn't control her heart anymore. Zanele chose honesty over obedience. It terrified her and freed her. Sipho nearly dropped out due to fees. Zanele wanted to help, but respected his pride. The school rallied support. Zanele learned giving wasn't buying, it was standing with someone. Sipho stayed in school. Zanele felt useful for the first time. Their bond deepened quietly. No labels, just trust. Stress tested them. They supported each other without promises. Sipho excelled, Zanele did well. Success felt shared. Change loomed. Fear returned, but gentler. Sipho admitted he cared deeply. Zanele smiled through tears. Different futures awaited. They promised honesty, not forever. They prepared to part. Love didn't mean possession. They stood side by side at graduation. No wealth, just pride. Life moved fast. They wrote letters. Zanele finally felt whole. Sipho felt seen. Years later, they met again. Nothing felt forced. They had grown separately fully. They thanked each other silently. Happiness had never been money. It had been connection. Zanele looked at her reflection, not rich, not poor, just real. And that was everything.